Hi guys. Let's wait 1 more minute for everyone to join and we will start it soon. Okay guys, I think we have 39 people and we can start it. So 1 second, I just wanted to confirm, do we have on-site class on? Can anybody from the LA can raise a hand or say something? Okay, cool, thank you. Just want to know that we have you guys as well. Okay, so guys, so today is our Saturday classes and we will continue to learn mobile testing part. So let me show you our agenda for today. So you will learn specific mobile specific test cases. We will speak again about real device versus simulator for those of you who missed previous class really quickly. So I will show you some mobile specific testing like deep linking testing. So we will practice for today for both mobile and iOS mobile and iOS Android project. So I found one application, guys, and that's pretty good candidate for interview testing. So we will practice some kind of interview task. So yeah, and I will explain you the homework and I will show you how to do this like interview testing during the interview. So yeah, and question and answers as well. Okay, guys. So tell me, do you want to do retro or do you want to give me just a link and you will do a retro as your homework? Just a link. Cool, guys. So later you have this link in the presentation. So link in the presentations lessons, or I will post. Okay. So yeah, you will do as a homework. That's what I think. So, and I will check it later. So post everything and we will spend like 10 more minutes plus for question and answers better. Yeah. Yeah. Cool, guys. That's what I think. Okay, guys. So right now, if you good with a presentation on the screen, that's fine, but you can open the same presentation as well in your chat. So you will be able to see, maybe it's more closer. Okay, guys. So there is some specific, I would say, not only like test cases, specific moves related and like actions related to the mobile testing. And today, guys, I want to present those actions to you and I want you guys to memorize it. So that's kind of cool features to know and like cool kind of testing mobile works. So it's called gestures. So that's specific mobile action. So you all probably, I would say, advanced mobile user, maybe some terms you already know, but maybe some of not, because when I start learning mobile, for example, some of those action for me was like a huge, wow, I never heard about this one. So tap, this one, tap. What do we know about the tap? Like we using this one, yeah, as well, like a lot. So that's tap technically calls briefly touch the surface with a fingerprint. So Surface mean the screen. Like if you will hear somewhere that someone says surface, that's mean this one, like screen. So tap, it's here, just put and hold. So double tap. Double tap means rapidly touch surface twice with a fingertip. And why do you need this? Why, guys? You understand, yeah? For example, when you will start your work in company and will be mobile specific test cases, and there will be, like, I'm sure some those actions words, so you're supposed to know it. So that's why we need it. So drag, so move like this one. Move fingerprint over the surface without losing the contact. That means drag and drop, like you know, yeah? Flick, kind of the same like as a drag, but that's quickly brush surface with a fingertip like this. So pinch, so this one was my wow, I never heard about this one. I don't know if you already know this one, just let me know, just I'm interested, maybe I was only one who never heard about this one. So this one, pinch, that's when you like doing like those move with your fingers. So pinch, like touch surface with the two fingers and brings them closer together like this. Oh, I'm glad that I am not only one. So the same with the spread. Yeah, guys, it's not different spread. It's different, like we never like different kind of word, but pronunciation is the same. So touch surface with the two fingers and move them apart. Press. So why, guys, when I see some of you in the bug reports and test cases using the word like press on the button, and I'm kind of asking some of you like use click on the button, because press, it's more close to mobile testing. It's not really big deal. You can use this in a web desktop testing as well, but press is kind of more closer to mobile. So just make sure, like, if you in mobile, you're supposed to press, because click, it's not really mobile. Press is really mobile. So yeah, press means touch the surface with extended period of time. So that means press. Press and tap. So press and tap, that's the press surface with one finger, and briefly touch surface with a second finger. So there is only if some like fancy application, I'm kind of never using this move like in this action. So maybe some of you, maybe I don't know for which, like maybe some fancy application, but maybe I'm just not using them. So for me, it's like kind of not really useful, but it exists. So press and drag, this one, yeah. So press surface with one finger and move second finger surface without losing contact. So this one kind of exists, and this one, when we can use this one option when we're doing Zoom, yeah? Some kind like this one. One we're supposed to press, and second finger we're supposed to drag. So rotate. So rotate, it's not when we're talking about the rotate the screen like this one. So rotate, also we can use rotate with our fingers. So that's some application using this move. So touch surface with the two fingers and move them in the clockwise or counterclockwise direction. So that's the gestures, yeah. And on this list, you can see as well, like those gestures as well. So guys, what can I tell you? If you will be going to the mobile specific interview, like the position will be related to the mobile testing, you're supposed to know all these fancy words, so, and operate them. Like when you will be for example, your task on interview will be create test cases for some feature. And if you see that those test cases require some user action related to the fingers, remember, you already heard, and you're supposed to know all these fancy words and use them. Okay, so that's kind of fancy start. Let's go. So yeah, and right now we will be talking about mobile specific test cases, and I will be giving you an examples from the real life, because exactly to understand how this feature work in real life will give you, I would say, overall understanding of the process. So, and as well, if I'm like showing you some test cases and you already know an examples, please post it. So, and we can kind of collaborate together. So you will probably give me the like cool examples that I never know before. So How we're supposed to test our mobile application? For sure, we have to test in different orientation. That's the test case number one, when, for example, your application in this way, portrait view looks amazing and everything else. But when you rotate the screen like this, all your CSS of the application maybe just I don't know, like go down, or just some like menu, hamburger menu. Do you know? Yeah, 3 lines. That's called hamburger menu. Became not functional. So definitely, when you test in your application, make sure you test all features using portrait and landscape. That's number one. Yeah. Test in slow internet connection. So, and you guys know that how to slow in internet, how to test an internet connection. We have this feature, for example, in a Chrome browser we can do. Also, there is some applications which allow you to emulate the slow connection, like Charles. So, but that's different class, and we will spoke about this one together, but that's possible to simulate slow connection using some other application. So, and why do we need a test in a slow connection? So there is an example from my life. So, and maybe you will give me the kind of the same example. So for example, I'm using New Jersey Transit application each and every day because there is my monthly pass for the bus in this application. And for example, when like I'm sitting on the bus in the morning, so everything is perfect because here, like close to my bus stop, there is a perfect connection on my phone. So, and I had no problem. But exactly in New York City, in the Port Authority, for some reason, on their second floor, on the third floor, that's the terrible connections. And to load my ticket to show the bus driver on the bus that I have my monthly pass, it's like sometimes, like first like 2 times in my life, it was a disaster. I'm loading, I know I have a bus pass and it's not loading, and the driver told me, okay, go, I know there is like terrible connections here. So what I'm doing right now, when I'm just entering the Port Authority, I'm putting up my monthly pass on my ticket, because I know there is like issues on the third floor. So looks like New Jersey Transit never test their application with a slow internet connection. So it's kind of the preloaded part of the application. I have this ticket, so that's somewhere in the server. So once, and it's saved on my phone. So it's supposed to show, from my understanding, under any connections. But you see, no. So that's kind of problem from my life, real life, with the slow internet connection. So there is my example. Yeah, you're supposed to like also understand, maybe you have the same examples in your life. So next one, we have to test application under text external interruption, like calls, text message, and so on. And the same example from my life. For example, how I will test this one, really easy. So I'm listening the music during my commute, and I'm using the Google application, Google Music application. So if someone calls me, I suppose I should be able to like pick up the call, like using like my headphones or my device, or I supposed to see the pop-up text message without any problem. So which I do, because like I'm not experiencing any problem right now. So that's mean this Google Music application tested so well. So it's not like blocking my phone from external interruptions like phone calls and text messages. So supposed to be with the same other application. If I'm using some application on my phone and someone has called me or text me, I supposed to be able to do like to see the text message, or I supposed to take a phone call, so without any problem. So that's why we're supposed to test it. Because I know some application, when someone's calling you, like your screen just became just a black dark screen, and that's it. And you're not able to do anything. Okay, next one. Yeah, what we're supposed to also ensure when we test the mobile application. So yeah, we're supposed to make sure that application has been launched by downloading and installing for use. So what does it mean? Once you're downloading from the Apple Store or Google Store, you will be able to use this one. So that's the easy test case, just downloading. Yeah, verifies that the mobile application display is adaptable to the device screen and also ensures that all menus on the app are functioning. So, you know, guys, as I already mentioned on a previous class, there is like thousands of device, like tons device. So, and definitely like all phones has different screen size. So, and we're supposed to make sure that our application functional and looks the same under any screen size, and all buttons like hamburger menu, maybe like search, anything else what's like on the home screen of the application functioning like very well. Guys, I don't remember if I did show you before. If no, I will show you exactly right now. Sorry, I will interrupt the screenshot. So there is a cool feature. It's also, you can use it for mobile application testing. So if you want to know how do you supposed to know your screen size, this website work for any application, mobile or desktop. So you're supposed to simply Google, what is my viewport size? No, I don't like this one. Let me show you this one. This one. I will post in the chat right now this link. So this application you can use to find out what is your screen size. So you see my dimension is this one. So the same, you can open this application on your mobile device and you will know your dimensions of your mobile devices. Okay, so I'm happy that I show you this one. So let's come back to our presentation. Okay, so yeah, next one. Verifies that the text on the mobile application is readable and clear. And you understand that's super important, that your user is supposed to have the best experience in the world. And you know, yeah, when sometimes like example from is the same example from my life. I don't remember if I told you before, but if no, I'm sorry guys, but I will repeat it again. So there is a huge bug right now with the Chase mobile application for Android 10 users. So unfortunately, until they fix this problem, I'm not able to use on Android 10 phone the Chase Bank application. So right now I'm using web version of this application, which I can use on my phone. And what I found, like there is like some parts of the application, if you, for example, scroll down or scroll up really quickly on their web version of the application, so probably they have some problem with the CSS and text is not really clear, and some part of the like elements just above of the text, which is, it's not like really affecting my user experience because I still able to use this one, but looks a little bit ugly. So I don't know, like from the tester's perspective, we're supposed to try to give our users the best experience, yeah? So, and for me, it's like, you know, like shame of you guys. So such a huge corporation and you're not able to handle one mobile application. Chase hybrid application. I think, I'm not sure like 100% because I don't know the source code for the application, but looks like it's hybrid to me. Okay, next one. Check the application display is adaptable and amendable to the various display modes. So yeah, landscape and the portrait. We already spoke about this one, so keep moving. So yeah, verifies that the application does not stop the function on other apps in mobile device. So yeah, make sure, for example, you use an Instagram, yeah? So, and when you use an Instagram, for example, and you wanna like, you just not log out from their application or bring up the camera. So, and you're supposed to make sure that, for example, Instagram application not covering the camera application or opposite. So we're supposed to make sure that our application just not affecting the usability of their other application, which is already installed on the phone. So that's what we're supposed to test. Yeah, verifies that the play screen and the back key allows the application to go up to the startup screen. And that's, guys, second pane of the, like, a lot of the application. For example, you navigate from the home page of your application to other different like page or functionality in the application. And there is two options. Sometimes back functionality just not exist. And I saw this a lot, and it's like how it's possible. Or like back button is exist, or that's related not only for mobile application, that's related to the web mobile application as well. So for example, some websites, they're not handling this back to the previous page functionality. So which we're supposed to do and which we're supposed to always test, because like, can you imagine like you just like by accident hit wrong button or wrong functionality of your application, and you just have to know way to go back, which is so useless for users. So yeah, make sure you, when you test, and like make sure if that's functionality, the part of your application, make sure you tested this one as well. So what else? Check that application still operates as intended, or if the device resumed from inactive mode from the lock screen. So the same, yeah, that's really useful. So and really clear. For example, you, I don't know, like checking your emails on the Gmail application, and like, you know, on all, pretty much all phone, there is a button on the right of your phone, and you will, once you will click this button, your phone is locked. So what you're supposed to make sure, and like you saw the cool view of your application. So make sure once you unlock it, you will see the same application view, the same like it was before you lock the screen, because some application not able to handle this lock screen mode. So yeah, we're supposed to make sure that once we unlock the phone, that's still the same view of their application. So yeah. So next one, we have to check whether the application reminds the user to save settings, changes, or changing of information before moving to the other activities on their application. So yeah, for example, you came to your application and you make a decision to change your avatar or username or anything else. So you made some interaction with your application related with the changing or changes. So, and then you move to the different part of the application. And once you come back, you see you still have an old avatar or your username wasn't changed. So that's, sometimes it's happened. And like personally me, I tested this situation. So yeah, and like we're supposed to make some fixes to make sure this functionality definitely works as expected. So yeah, that's also like cool test case to check. Guys, as for now, like I hope clear, yeah? Like, and you understand why we're doing this one, yeah? We're preparing ourselves to mobile application project testing. That's why we're doing this one. Okay, next one. So what we're supposed to verify as well. So we're supposed to verify that the on-screen keyboard appears immediately when the user attempts to enter the text. So that's the part of the all applications, I think, in the world. So because when you use an application, definitely there is like some point of the usage when you have to type something inside of their application. So make sure once you click on this field where you're going to type the text, keyboard supposed to immediately pop up and user will be able to enter the text. So yeah. Check if the application behavior is designed in the mobile device is shaken. Yeah. So the same example from my life. So like when my phone during my commute in my bag, definitely I'm not doing like this one in my bag, but definitely still I'm moving. So, and phone is moving with me as well. So for example, I'm not expecting if like my phone is shaken or like under like move, my music will still be playing and not will be interrupting after this shake. So that's one more example. So yeah, like just even like this, like just shake the phone and make sure your application still functional normally. Yeah, check that the application go into the background when called. So yeah, as I mentioned, like once, for example, you're using something and your usage interrupts with the incoming phone call. So yeah, you're not supposed to see your application. You're supposed to see some background and just only like a call view, like who's calling you, like, and exactly the phone calling the application. With like microphone, with the camera, whatever, like installed in your phone call mode. So you're supposed to see this field, not your application. So next one, check that the application still operates as designed when a message or notification pop up from another application such as Facebook messages, Instagram, like, and everything else. So, you know, guys, yeah. So for example, you the same reading emails, newspaper on your phone, and like some of your friends posted something on the Facebook or Instagram, and you know there is a pop-up on the screen, yeah. So make sure this pop-up not breaking your application, or yeah, so you still can use your application. So once you're using your application and this pop-up came, it's just supposed to, for like couple seconds, just go away, and you're still able to use your application with the pop-up and without. So like this one, interruption not breaking your application. Yeah, so next one, if the application comes with a user settings feature, check if the app changes when some form or changes if is affected by the user. So yeah, for example, that's cool example. You know, when sometimes you have a like some temporary password or username for the application, so that's called the user's feature settings, and it's coming with this one. So you're supposed to test that once you have this prepared user setting, so you're supposed to be able to change it. So for example, you enter this one, your first username and password. So, and next step on your application will be, okay, cool, you entered your user first username and password, but next step supposed to be, please change your username and password, which you will be using like later. So that's like with the pre-user settings. So this one field supposed to be pop up if that's the feature designed as your like part of your application. Sometimes it's not. Sometimes you're just supposed to go through the registration floor and that's it. But some, you know, like and good example in this case will be, so when you will start work in a company, so that's probably not 100%, but like there is a possibility that you will have to install on your phone like VPN, more mobile client, or some verification mobile tool. For example, you have to enter some under different network, not your office network. For example, you will be working from home, but your connection supposed to be secure, and you're supposed to use their company's VPN or other any verification tool. So this tool will be installed on your phone. So that's usually they will give you a QR code and you will scan it with your phone, and this immediately after you scan, application will be downloaded on your phone and will tell you, please change your username and password from which we will give you first time. So that's how it is one. Every sign we have to change the pass? No, just once. But that's kind of not the main feature of the application, but you're supposed to make sure this works like from the first time. So users able to change the username and password from the first time. That's how it works. But no, not. Thanks God, no. Can you imagine each and every time? That's disaster. Okay, so yeah, check the performance of the application on the different internet networks. Yeah, we already spoke about this one. Yeah, if you know any example, so also let me know. Maybe you know any other application which is like totally disaster under even 3G. And guys, and you know, yeah, everyone is talking about the 5G network, but it's not exist like in reality. It's just a fake 5G. It's still everything 4G, just 5G. That's the cool fancy feature that they just type it, but it's not exist in reality. I hope it will exist soon. So that's why I'm not adding 5G to the presentation. Check that the application operates as intended when device is connected to the internet through Wi-Fi. So yeah, you're supposed to make sure that your application under Wi-Fi works the same as under LTE application. And when you actually switching from the Wi-Fi to LTE and opposite, application doesn't crash as well. So that's supposed to be checked. Check that application still operates normally when there is incoming call or text message. That's we spoke about this one. So check that the application adaptable to the different mobile platforms or OS such as Android, iOS, or Microsoft as well. So in this case, guys, what we're supposed to check? We're supposed to make sure that we're able to download our application the same normally from all store like Android or iOS or Microsoft Store. Yeah, guys, some Microsoft phones still exist, like some Nokia's phones still handling Microsoft software, like Windows Phone, but it's like really rare right now. Still exists. You still can buy, you're still able to buy it, but we're not testing. Like for example, I had no experience with it, like testing the Microsoft phone. So I have experience with only Android phones or iOS phone. But who knows? Maybe your future company will work with a Microsoft phone as well. So yeah, it exists. Yeah, and we're supposed to make sure that application design is similar function. Yeah, it will not definitely be the same because there is a different, it's different software, but it's supposed to be similar and as designed. And definitely main functionality is supposed to work as expected. Okay, next one, what we're supposed to check next. Check that the font size and style of the application are compatible and readable to the users. So, and that's one, not only usability, that's also about accessibility. So yeah, and this was accessibility testing actually is a really hard part, and usually as a tester to do accessibility testing you're supposed to be certified tester. So how I'm doing this one, right now in the current project we're not doing accessibility testing because we wasn't like trained and we have no certificate right now as well to test accessibility. But before in different company I went to this accessibility training for the 3 days, and everyone, developers and testers, we were trained to they were trained how to develop accessibility feature, and we were trained how to test accessibility feature. So, and why it's important? So it's important because it's still a lot of user with special needs, and we're supposed to make sure that our application works and friendly to all type of users. So but user access, that's why accessibility testing requires some additional skills, because if for example someone will download our application and there is a user with special needs like maybe lower visibility or different like reading skills or other issues, so and this user not able to use our application, they can just sue our company, which is, you know, especially in the United States. So yeah, that's also really important parts of the testing, especially when your application is really popular and high top of their application. So you're supposed to make sure you're able to give an amazing experience to all users. So that's why, yeah. But for in the order in which we test, like this feature come first, this we test second, like priority. Can you please rephrase your question, because maybe I just want to make sure that I understood you correct. So like this feature come, you mean accessibility features come first? No, in the order which we test, we're supposed to make sure that our application just still exists and works as expected. Yeah, okay. No, I understand. That's what do you mean, like in the order which we test. Guys, how we're supposed to test the application, it will be supposed to be written in the requirements, how you're supposed to test your application. That's not your decision, which order you will be using to test your application. It's supposed to be kind of clear requirements, how our application will be developed, what feature should be testable first, what is a high priority, what is the main functionality. But if we're talking about just usability and accessibility, we will first just test usability for everyone. And based on the usability, we're supposed to develop perfect accessibility of our application. So that's how we're supposed to do this one. But it's different teams. One team will be working on usability, and team who is working on accessibility, there is like the same. That's usually specialists who were trained like as a, I would say like as a special group who's supposed to take care of these needs. But usability is supposed to be first, because we're supposed to make sure that normal user without special needs will be able to use our application. And then we're supposed to take care. Based on this one, we're supposed to, we will be able to see how our application interact with like normal users. And then we will see what we can do for for all other users. So that's company. Yes, we have not one device. We have I would say, I don't know how many devices do we have in device library. Around 300 devices probably. We have a whole device library. And guys, if you Google, I saw somewhere like cool video about Facebook device library. That's like a huge room with devices. So yeah, that's cabinet with all devices. We have multiple devices. Yes, they will provide, but I'm working for the big company. For the small company, it could be like maybe like 3 Android devices, 3 iPhone devices, or even 1 iPhone, 1 Android. So, and that's why you have to use sometimes a browser stack application. So that's how it's worked. With a simulator, you can try to switch with the network, but it's not real testing and it's not real results. What I would test first, I just download my application from the store. That's what I will test first and make sure I am able to download. For example, sign in, set up my profile, make a purchase, high priority functionality. So that's how I will build my test cases, that in this the same order I will test my application. You don't see all questions? Okay, maybe if it's that, yeah, but you see guys, everything what you posted, that's on my screen. That's what I see. Okay, let's move forward. Yeah, so next test cases. Verify that the loading time for the application and it's not too long. So, and that's my favorite, guys. So some application, just like when you load in or even download it, it's just like spinning and spinning. So super annoying. If it takes you more, or me, like more than 5 seconds, I will not be using this application. I will just cancel and that's it. Like, I already understand if I'm under normal network condition, I will not be using this application. It means this application like super slow with a bad performance. So the same for the website. Normal time for loading any application or website between 5 and 8 seconds. If it's like 15 seconds, it's already a lot and something is wrong. So you're supposed to definitely create the bug report, like attach the log and said like, okay, to load the application or website, it took me 15 seconds or 1 minute sometimes. It's totally not acceptable. We have to do something in this case. So yeah, that's definitely supposed to be like one of the test scenario in real life for the website or any other application. Okay, yeah, for 3G 15 seconds is okay. That's fine. For 4G, I expect at least 10. But guys, yeah, like this one, 8 seconds, I would say normal network condition, like stable LTE connection or stable Wi-Fi. How you can easily just check it. Just you have to Google. Let me show you how to do this, or I will show you later. Just Google speed test run. And once you put this word in a Google request and click, you will see the search results, and it will be like blue button run speed test. You can run and you will see your speed, like internet connection. So, and that's how you will know, or there is application performance, or there is your internet performance. So it's easy to check. So, and next test case, checks that the application is still working as intended after successful update of their application. And that's example, guys, that I already provided you a couple times. So some applications after update just stop works at all, or some features not exist anymore, or just application became worse. That's why, guys, I ask it right now, our volunteers to do build acceptance test. And I actually feel that developers will rebuild the build for us because they found some critical bugs, and they're still making a decision that are we going to test as an entire group, like start today or Monday. So I will let you know later. So that's why after each and every build, we're supposed to download our application, make sure we're able to download, sign in, sign up, make a purchase, or whatever the main functionality of our application. So yeah, do the smoke test, because, but you know, guys, that's related the same for the mobile application and website as well. So yeah, but also really important test case. Yeah, so next one. Check how the application function under different battery level and temperature. So what I can tell you guys right now, before actually I thought it's phone issues. Couple of years ago, I was using the Moto phone, and for example, when it was cold winter, but not even really cold winter, like my screen was just totally black. When I was using, for example, Instagram or Facebook, or even my camera. So if it's really cold, phone was just not able to handle this temperature. So, and I thought it's just the phone. But after I found some research on the internet, and this research saying that if your application your application needs a lot of memory, and that's how exactly Facebook and Instagram or even camera on your phone application works. So that's the application that require a lot of memory usage from your phone. They're not really able to handle the functionality under the low temperature. So that's how I find out that sometimes it's not only the phone issue, sometimes that's the application issue. So yeah, but that's already like not low priority test cases. That's not main functionality, because developers or product owners of the application can tell you, just use your application under normal room temperature, or like somewhere like that's low priority test cases already. Yeah. And the same verifies that the application is not draining too much battery. And this one is not a low priority test cases, because if, for example, I will download some application, and if I will see that this application just eating my phone, believe me, guys, what I will do, I will just uninstall this application and will be never using this one again. Like we have so many applications right now, so there is always an analogy. Okay, questions. Yes, there is some special tool you can, yeah, and guys, all these tools not free, and some tools, like for example in our company we using like our specific tool. Unfortunately I cannot share the name of the tool, so yeah, sometimes, yeah, but guys, it's even visible without any tools. You just see it's like your battery percentage will go down immediately, like it's immediately visible. You don't see the questions. Questions sell to all, to everyone. Everyone don't see the questions. You see my checkbox? Maybe like this. What about like this right now? If I will do like this, you don't. You see all the questions. Okay, guys, maybe choose some different mode because I'm trying. Okay, so let me see. And I lost the question. Okay, what about the test and paid option inside that? How are we supposed to check them? Guys, usually when you will be testing something related to the purchase, you will have a test cards. In reality, in here in the project, I saw iFlyby application provided some test cards. So you will be able to do the purchase using the test cards. That's usually called QA credit cards. That's how it's usually like this. Okay. So next one is check that the application does not log out the user before the end of the session. Yeah, and it's super important. Yeah, for example, you log into the application, you're doing something, for example, trying to submit a payment or purchase, or I don't know, adding the item to the cart, and for some reason, application just kicked you out. So yeah, and like session ends or you just log out. So that's it. You're supposed to make sure your application friendly to the user and allows the user to make sure all his interaction definitely ended. So yeah, so your user is able to use application as it's supposed to be. Okay, next one. Real device versus simulator again. So yeah, so that's like a rule. Real device is always better than simulator. There is no situation when simulator will be better than device. So why we using simulators? So for example, license for the simulator, or like simulators, usually they free, like Google simulator, you can simulate your website. And I will show you guys one more right now, which is free. And later I will post the link, like immediately to show you right now. That's Android simulator. At least something I can give you like free to use as many times as you want. So that's why a real device is always better. So, but license for the browser stack for 1 month, I think costs $55 per month. And you can use as many devices as you want. Yeah, so count by the year. And can you imagine company supposed to buy a lot of Windows machine, iPads, iPhones, Android phones? So sometimes it's easier to use the emulator and simulator, but all normal companies, they trying to, at least like when they have some additional budget, to buy as many devices as they can, because everyone knows that the real device is always better. Yeah, so for example, yeah, you cannot test Face ID or this one. On my Google phone here, there is a special spot that I can use my fingerprint here. So like this, you know that a lot of phones using this functionality, so it's impossible to test on emulator, yeah? So only we have to test the real device. So yeah. Next one is that some configuration features will be not available on simulators for sure. Like how you configure your phone to test like some functionalities, like for example, and I will give you immediately an example. For example, you wanna just check your traffic from your phone from the application using the Charles. Charles, that's the tool which allows you to do this one. So to work with the traffic, maybe change some data even, and it, yeah. And later we will show you, like after API class, we will show you how this Charles functions. So, but to use this application, Charles, you have to change the proxy settings on your phone. And technically, you can try to do this on emulator, but in reality, it's really hard. So in this case, to do these configurations, you have to use a real device. So yeah, and simulator testing results is not even 500% guarantees that the real device will have the same behavior. So if you see the issue on emulator, there is a high possibility that will not be issue at all on the real device, and opposite. For example, you see the issue on the real device and emulator will never ever show you this issue. So that's how it's sometimes works. So let me show, like I will end presentation for 1 second and I will show you emulator. So it's called Genie Motion. Link in the chat. So pay attention, guys, right now to the screen. So as you see, that's the paid tools. So, but I know the trick how to use this tool for free. So there is, they like rapidly changing the designs. Other resources. Yeah. So you're supposed to navigate to the help field, Genie Motion desktop, and you see fun zone. So you see, company allows to use emulator for the personal usage only. So you just have to simply sign up and download this one. So if you're Mac user, you're supposed to install VirtualBox first. Just install. So VirtualBox will look like this. Let me show you. Second. This one, VirtualBox. That's how, just Google it the same how it's called, how you see in my screen, VirtualBox. So, and first you're supposed to launch the VirtualBox, then emulator. But let me show, so emulator after installation will look like this. For Windows, you're not supposed to use the VirtualBox. It's only for Mac users. So 1 second, guys, sorry. So that's how Genie Motion emulator looks like. So kind of close like an Android Studio view. I'm looks like it's built on the same. So you can add devices here. I'm not sure how many devices available right now. And like, yeah, but there is still some. Yeah, so you can add any devices you can, and just simply you can try to launch the device. You will see the extra white round here. and there is emulator. So for example, once I will found good project for Android users, and you really afraid to install anything on your phone, you can install this APK file that's the source code for the Android application here, and unpack it here and test on emulator as well. You probably will not get the real results, but that's kind of the same experience. So that's the free one, and you can use this. So I hope it will be useful. Let me show questions. Does every company provide mobile devices and emulators? Good company, yes. Bad company, no. I hope you will work in a good company. Personally, me, I never had this situation with when I asked it for emulators like license or device, and someone told me, no, we have no budget for this one, or just any other no, but usually, yes, they provide. Okay, so that's kind of, guys, so you have a link. I show you some demonstrations, so that's how it will work. Okay, let's move to our presentation again. Okay. And right now, I want you to show like some cool feature, which calls deep link testing. And you're supposed to guys remember this one because this feature is used in a lot. And probably once I will explain to you, you will see that this feature exists in your life for sure. So, and right now you will know that it calls deep links testing. So what is a deep linking? Deep linking is when link sends users directly into the specific point in the application experience rather than external website or app homepage. So how it works. For example, I have Amazon application, yeah? And this application installed on my phone. And for some reason, they promoting some items which on the sale right now. You know, guys, when like it's a Black Friday or Amazon Day, so anything else, so they will send in a lot of emails to you. So, and for example, in one email, they will provide promo for any item. So, and once you click on this email, you will see like kind of the button, like view or the application or view this item. So, and once you click on this button, you will be exactly redirected to this item in their application, not on the website, not just a home page. So you will get the right user experience. So, and once guys, as a user, for example, you're interested in this item, so you will buy it. In case if you, application brought you directly into the correct place, so exactly to this item. So, and that's only like one example, and that's how the deep link works. So kind of that's the like for promotions to increase the sales. So that's one example. So yeah, how it does work? It does work by linking, by mapping out every screen of the application in similar manner to the website. So it means that every individual web page has its subsequent screen in the application. So customers can transition easily from the web browser into the application, which is better from the user perspective and better from the company perspective. User will have easier experience and company increase usage of this item or promotion. So that's really cool feature. For example, yeah, if user searching for a product on mobile search engine and already has application installed on their phone, clicking the link on the from the search, from the web search, from the Google search, takes them directly to that specific product in their application, not on the website. So by removing the step from the transactional process, so deep linking helps to maintain the user attention to improve conversation rates. So that's why. That's why, guys, our work in this one, yeah, like 21 forever, like, yeah, like exactly. Like 21 forever, guys, we using this one each and every day. We just never like pay attention to this one. Like once you never know how it's called, so you never knew it's like deep link testing. So yeah, everything, like guys, companies they try and develop everything for us, like to why to allow us to buy more, which is obviously, and they will making the money on this one. So that's why. Okay. Yes, deep link can transfer you from the website to the application. It will not transfer you even to the website. These steps will be skipped on the back. You will see except like once you click on something on the search result on your web search, you will, but there is one important rule. You're supposed to have this application installed on your phone. If you don't have this application, you will be redirected to the website. So application is supposed to be installed on your phone. Okay, so that's how deep links testing works. You see, there is like a search, like, and there is like two ways: application installed on the phone and application not installed. So yeah, and in this case, you will be redirected to the install application on the website, which is not really cool for the user, but it is what it is. User supposed to install the application. If application is installed, user will be redirected exactly to the item. So that's how it works. And I will show you right now the cool video, exactly like in example. So let me like see, guys. You see there is an inbox and user got the promo link with some cereal and he click it and he's skipping the steps and he is exactly to the promotion cereal links. So there is like, and more example. And you see user like exactly on the promos page. So that's how it works. Yeah, next one. So any questions, guys, related to the deep linking? Because right now we go into the next one, cool feature. Okay, I hope you're clear. Okay, next one. So push notification. What can I tell you guys? From the marketing perspective, that's highly important test case. If your application using the push notification in a marketing strategy, or there is like you're working in company, which for example, developing alerts, or like alert, like you know, this any like emergency, like traffic alert. So that's super important feature. And for some testers, it required some technical skills, but it's, I would say, that's easy skills. You can learn it on your job. So it's not something special. Yeah, it's like playing with environment installation, but you will be able to handle. So let's speak about this one. So push notification, it's also called server push notification. It's delivered information from the software application to the device without specific request from the client. So you're not requesting this notification, but your phone or your website or your application settings supposed to have this allow push notifications. Checkbox supposed to be checked with allow. So if you block this push notification, you will not receive it. So that's the also important rule to understand. So how to test push notification? So as I mentioned, there is a cron job. There is like there is a link on the presentation, so you will be able to read about it, this, what does it cron job means. So you will be able to read about this one. So yeah, using the real device, receive it on their application. So technically how, like developer or usually testers running the cron job by themselves already. It's just like simple, it's simple. You're just supposed to install this environment and then run. Yeah, developers are definitely supposed to update some feature on this environment, but you can do this. So this, like we can say that's the command runs, and user will receive this push notification on the real device. So what you're supposed to test? You're supposed to test that you see this pop up on your application. So that's pop up directly from your application. You will be able to click on it, and you're supposed to verify that the application opened and deep links user to the proper page. That's how it works. So, and let me show you the demo. That's how it works. And yeah, guys, you know, yeah, we all do. Everyone remember this push notification about the bomb, yeah, or rocket. I don't remember that, like, and was, oh my God, for everyone, like everyone received like so dangerous alert. So yeah, guys, make sure our alert like only about the, I don't know, sales or I don't know, something nice and sweet. Yeah, make sure we're not developing anything like terrible. Okay, guys, so that's all for now related to the like test cases and how we're going to test. And right now, I want you to present some important interview questions. So, so for future, you will know what probably you are going to be asked. So let's speak about this one. So I would say these questions usually ask like, what is the difference between mobile device testing and mobile application testing? Because people who is not really in mobile testing, they will tell you like sometimes, oh, there is no difference or any other like type of answer. But what you're supposed to say is that mobile device testing means we're testing exactly device, phone or Apple Watch or anything else, iPad. And mobile application testing, that means with the testing of mobile application in mobile device. So we're testing something that installed from the store or by code source installed on our device. So we're testing the software, and device we're testing the hardware. So yeah, please remember this one. So next question. Types of the mobile application, that's the native, hybrid, and web. And in LMS, you have all definition of this one. So please make sure you read and remember the difference. So CPU, that's the processor of the phone. And if you, for example, will apply to the, I don't know, to the Google or Samsung or any other company, like which exactly developing not only software, or for example, hardware as well, like a phone. So they can ask you how you will be testing the CPU usage of device. And you're supposed to say that you will be using some tools. You will install the tool on this device, and you will, using the reports from the tools, you will be able to see and check the CPU usage result of the device. Example of mobile device testing, I just show you, like, for example, CPU, or for example, test if your buttons on your device are functional, like iOS, Android. I'm not really understand the question, like iOS, Android. Can you please rephrase it? What did you mean under this one? So the question was, what is the example of mobile device testing? So for example, as I mentioned before, that's like CPU usage, that's the mobile testing, not software testing. You can test the buttons on your phone. You can check some there is, as I mentioned before on the previous class, there is developer options option here on the phone, so you can change some settings under these developer options and make sure you will be able to change like CSS of the phone, like screen size, screen dimensions, screen color, using these developer options in the inside of the phone. And there is exactly device testing. So you will see how your device will behave under these changes on the device. So a lot of, like, you can Google, it's a lot of examples, but what can I tell you? So, like, also there is for example, Google Pixel phone in developer options. So you can, I will show you actually right now. 1 second, guys. And it's actually, you already tested, guys, this one. So there is like this one, USB debugging. So by simply connecting your phone to the laptop, any Mac or Windows, and you're supposed to see this pop-up, yeah? Allow USB debugging. That's device testing. That's not software testing. It means your phone, exactly hardware, will interact with something other, but that's not software, that's device testing. Like your phone allows any USB to work with the phone, with device. Okay, next question is versions of iOS. So guys, when you will be asked about the question about the iOS version, definitely before the interview, go and check like everything, like latest beta versions of the software and everything else. But overall, you're supposed to know the main version. So for iOS right now, that's the main version is 13. Everything after that, nice to know, but guys, that's just numbers. So if like you don't know that's the latest right now, it was launched in October and it's like 13.2. So that's fine if you remember that previous one was 13.1.2. I think that's fine. So because there is not really, I would say, high important priority knowledge. You can always go to the phone and check the like what's installed in your phone. I mean iOS or other OS software. But nice to know. The same with Android. Just remember like three previous versions. So Android 10. So Android 10 just number in this case. So as you know, before it was like Pie or Oreo. Right now it's just Android 10. So please memorize this one, and yeah, just stay in touch with the Google and see all latest updates for the phones. But yeah, that's how it looks like. Next one. That's questions usually asked. So what is the extension of Android files? So this APK, Android application package. So that's this, like how the code will be delivered to the phone, to the like that's your application code by this APK file. And the same for iOS file, that's the IPA. So APK and IPA, remember this one, only two options. Yeah, Android developer not hungry anymore. Oh yeah, oh, Android developer will never be hungry. 1 second. Yes, we will have a break after like 1 minute, okay? And we will have a break. So that's the most important mobile application tools here, like this one. What we use in this Appium, XQTest, Espresso. But guys, if you will be applying as a manual tester, you just can say Yes, I know the tools just exist, and but I wasn't participated like in automation, mobile automation, because that's high and huge topic. Yeah, as we already mentioned, how all major networks you're supposed to know when you will be performing the application testing, and you know it's already like we described this one. And yeah, if you will have experience with cloud-based mobile testing, and guys, you already know the browser stack, South Lab, and right now I already show you the like Jenny motion, so that's how it usually looks like. And from our, for especially for my favorite late class, guys, you right now is the coffee time, guys. 10 minutes break, 2:25. You're supposed to all be in the class, okay? Guys, let me know once you're back. Cool. Cool. Okay, guys. So what we are going to do now. So right now, we will be practicing in interview task, like real on-site interview task. 2 previous slides. Yes. So what's wrong with the 2 previous slides? Interview questions. Okay. Okay, so what we are going to do? We are going to practice an interview task, like how guys usually your interviewer will be checking your skills. So you will usually should be or could be given a task. They will give you website or application, and by the certain period of time, you're supposed to play with applications that will be given to you and find as many bugs as you can. And you're supposed to report them. So what we are going to do right now. So right now, guys, I will set up a timer for 15 minutes. And what you are going to do for this 15 minutes. For the 15 minutes, you're supposed to go to the Apple Store or to the Google Store and install this application called WeatherBug. And that's how it should be found here, like by this bug. So you're supposed to install this application like as a normal user and test this application, and you will have only 15 minutes. So for this 15 minutes, you're supposed to just write your bug reports, like somewhere you get not right now under like as a normal, not under Jira, like as a normal bug reports. Just write it anywhere. After 15 minutes, once you're done, you will show me what you found, like yeah, by person, like you will raise your hand and like, or you can post in a general channel, you can post in a class chat here. So but after 15 minutes, not like you like found something and post immediately in the chat. So you're not supposed to be focused on posting the bug in the chat in a general channel. So during the 15 minutes, you're supposed to be only focusing only on testing and noting that what's wrong with the application. So your main goal to find as more bugs as you can. Like even like you can see like I cannot sign up, that's it. Like or button doesn't work or anything else. So somewhat like this. So go right now, guys. I'm setting up timer and I will let you know when you're supposed to go. And once after 15 minutes, we will stop testing and you will show me what your findings, okay? And we will speak about this one. Okay, so let me set up the timer. Yes, we're testing this application now. Okay, guys, go. I set up timer 15 minutes. If you have any questions, you can ask, but please make sure you on interview and you alone and installing and testing an application. So focus on this one, please. Any questions, you can raise your hand and I can unmute you. Hi, Yuri.
Hi, Marina. So I have two questions. One's about Android Studio and Xcode.
How it's related right now to the project, to the testing?
So I cannot download so it's still downloading. I just have time. So I was thinking maybe I can ask. If it's not related, you think it's better?
During the question and answer session right now, only related to the practicing, because I don't wanna people unfocused from the practicing and focused on your question. Okay, I thought it's related to the like current practice. Okay, everything else after the practice. Okay.
Okay, that's fine.
Mm-hmm. Guys, you have 5 minutes left. Okay, guys, we're out of time. So, okay. So right now, wait, Nick, for a second. So first, I would like to someone from the on-site class show me the issue. Okay, first is an on-site class, then online people. Like, who is it from on-site class will be able to. I can give the presenter you from the on-site class. Okay, you are ready, Anton. Okay, so let me 1 second, guys. Nastya, are you able to present your camera? Mm-hmm. Or Anton just can sit next to you, and you will be, and we will see him on the screen, and that's it. Nice. If no, we can just show you. He can sit next to you, and you will be just turn on your camera. Okay. Okay. Los Angeles class, you're allowed to talk. Anton.
Hi guys.
Hi guys, can you please turn on the camera so we will be able to see you?
Yes, give me 1 second.
Cool.
Trying to turn on the camera.
That's fine, guys. Satan's, it's always painful.
So painful.
No camera? On, you cannot?
I feel like I can because there is no options.
Oh.
Video.
Okay, so just describe us. What can I say? Yeah, maybe that there is like Zoom Satan's like just sucks.
Let's get started.
Okay. You don't see us, right?
We don't see you guys, we just see the screen, unfortunately.
Sorry.
Okay, guys, good morning.
Good morning.
This is Anton. Sorry for my bad voice. I was sick a little bit.
That's fine.
So,
We perfectly clearly can hear you.
okay, cool. So, okay, the first bug which I found during the registration process, the allow alert notification button, it's just do not continue right after I click the allow alert notifications. It's just like a freeze.
Cool.
Then it's unfreeze, and I was able to repeat the process.
But you're supposed to start it again?
No, I did not start it again. I just start. I start again the allow alert notification process again, and that's okay.
Okay,
Then,
that's the cool issue. That's the cool issue. Okay, what else?
Then I was trying to watch the video about wildfire.
Oops, we lost you. We lost you for a second, the sound.
Yeah, the video about the wildfire was uploading like 7 or even 10 seconds. I believe that's the bug because it's kind of too long. Potential user can just skip it because it's too slow. Okay. Then when I was input the credentials about myself, and during the registration process, I believe I just do not remember exactly. App stuck again, and nothing was happening. Like it stuck for 5-7 seconds or something like this. Then it's
This one I didn't found yet, guys. Who else experienced the kind of the same issues? Okay.
The most interesting bug I found, it's in a map feature. There's the future radar button, and it like literally doing nothing in my case, because guys in the class they can see something.
Which button again?
This okay. You have to go to maps. Then in the middle of the screen will be layers. Click layers, and then on the right side you will see the bar, and third button from top it says future radar. So
okay.
I click future radar, and on the map literally nothing is happening. And the next bug, which is
which one you are? iPhone?
It's iPhone 6.
Okay, 6. Okay.
6 Plus. Okay, and the next couple bugs related to the map, to the layers, the storm tracker. It's not informative. First of all, when I was looking at my location, Los Angeles, it didn't show me anything at all, and I was like looking around, and then guys told me like you have to put it back. Make map a little bit wider, and then storms appear in Mexico and South America, and then others. So it kind of took me like a minute or two to understand what exactly this button, this feature doing.
Cool.
Same thing with the radar. So I'm just looking at the map right now. I click the radar, and I do not see any changes. Like it looked like here's almost nothing.
Interesting. Okay.
But a little bit higher up to United States, somewhere upper than Chicago, between United States and Canada, there is something like some storm or something like this.
Between United States, or between Chicago and Canada. Where is it Chicago in my map? I cannot find Chicago at all. I'm somewhere in New Jersey only, and that's it in New York. Okay. 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 And which button?
It's the button called radar.
And once you click it, there is nothing happens.
In my area, it like shows me nothing. So it was not informative.
One second, Nastya, I actually changed it one more setting. Can you try to start the video right now?
Yep.
Try. What about now? Yeah, cool, guys. Yeah, it was me. Okay.
Okay.
Show us again.
Okay, it's like
yeah, I see the same. Yeah,
it's like literally nothing right here, but well, it's actually nothing everywhere. Future radar. so this is about future radar. It's like nothing everywhere. Doesn't show you anything. I don't know how it's supposed to work. Maybe in the future it shows me something when something really happened. But right now I cannot see anything.
It's actually a really bad, guys, application. So I expected you to found a lot. So there is a lot of critical issues here, like from my understanding. But okay, what else?
Another bug in settings in your personal preference. I mean, in settings, I tried to switch like inches to. Just a second. Yeah, millibars, and the inches symbol is just like not even exist. It's just not shown. Yeah, I don't know if those like.
No, I'm not able to reproduce it on, but I'm on Android and you on iPhone. Guy, iPhone users, who is able to reproduce this one? Okay, cool. Yeah, I see. I have a different UI, yeah, but I see. Okay, cool. Cool, guys. Bye. Okay. What else?
Well, the sign-up procedure speed was very slow when I already fill up all fields and hit the sign up. I was waiting for 10 seconds, maybe less, but something like this. And I thought it's stuck again.
I'm sure, like that's what exactly, when I'm clicking, guys, on a sign in button, like it's loading like twice. So first I see sign in window, then again I see the white screen and spinning wheel, and then again sign in. So that's so critical from user perspective. Like just like the second was I'm going to put my finger in the email field, like exactly I saw again the spinning wheel and white screen. So that's like a critical issues. Anything else, guys, you found?
Yes, I think they found something else.
Okay, cool. Yeah, cool, guys. Present us.
They're too humble. They said, okay, that's what we found in our team. In a map, where is that? Okay. Yeah, in a sidebar traffic in the layers, on the bottom of the, there's actually another bug, commercial covering all of this two sliders. Yeah.
Okay, cool. Fine. Finally, you told me this one. That commercial is covering. Yeah.
Yeah, it's almost everywhere. Commercial is like very inconvenience. So under the layer opacity, there's two sliders, and right now I'm not even able to touch it because commercial. Okay. So there's the two sliders, and it have no signs what exactly they actually doing. So it's just like just the sliders, and they actually not doing nothing. You can slide it. You can like it's just doing nothing.
Guys, if anyone as me was able to see the bug report, so when I just downloaded the application, it's reproducible only like when you just downloaded the application. So first I'm downloaded an application, and then I click on the settings on the left, like on the settings like bar, and that's kicked out me from the application. No?
No, it didn't.
No.
Okay, maybe it's like Android user, maybe me.
Yeah. Another thing about Android, we have a team member who just reported about bugs. So when you open the map, like this. So, and when you hit the layers, those layers, you can literally move the map in
behind the button.
Yeah, behind.
Yeah.
So you can move your particular location. Area.
But I can move this with layer and without layer. So guys, not sure that if that's an issue actually. Yeah, I know what you mean, but
No, but she cannot
Yeah.
scroll it, you know, she cannot like go down or up because of that.
Yeah.
She has only one, but the
what
feature
type?
is not
What type of phone is it?
it's a what type?
Xiaomi.
Xiaomi.
Sorry, maybe phone issue. No, that's the great phone. I am not talking. That's the bad. That's the
But
great
by the
phone. But
user perspective, it's
yeah, from
actually
the user perspective, yeah. But the
inconvenient.
reason that there is a popular phones first, there is a Samsung, then it's like a Google Pixel, LG, and then somewhere is a Xiaomi. So that's why. Okay, anything else, guys? Or we can go to the online people.
That's it. I think.
Okay, thank you, guys. Okay, so guys, what you're supposed to do right now, you're supposed to create the list of bug reports. Everything was found. You're supposed to not I mean today during the class, like after, like as a part of the homework, create bug reports under sprint bug reports, like on the screenshot, like on the presentation. Okay, make sure your bug is unique.
Okay.
Make sure you provide device and everything else, okay? Okay, guys, so right now, online people who raise a hand, okay. Anton, it was you? Anton Kolesnikov.
Yes, it was us.
Okay, so right now so Nick was the second. Okay, so Nastya, you can stop your video right now, please, okay? Cool, thank you so much. Okay. Okay, Nick, you allowed to talk right now?
Hello guys, how are you?
Good, thank you.
Yeah, thank you. The on-site class, they got all the bugs which we found, which I found too as well. They didn't give us a chance. Okay, but it's fully bugs. Only thing I found, they mentioned it. They found the bug with advertisement. Yeah, the advertisement on the bottom of the phone. It's just doesn't have a cancel button. So especially you can't just push the close button and it's not exist.
Okay,
So
what else?
thing. And I found that's probably you have to kind of pay to get rid of that commercial. That's kind
okay.
of yeah.
Okay, so okay, cool. Also make sure all your bug reports you're supposed to report under bug reports sprints in a Jira, where you created all your bug reports from the Dean's project. The same. Make sure your bug report is unique. Yeah. Make sure you provided like a device you tested and your iOS version. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you, Nick. Okay, give me 1 second. Let me read everything what from the chat. Okay, Oksana, she found the bug report. Go to the A quality check view live map, click on the map. Oksana, and then what? What's supposed to happen? So click on the map. And a lot of white space. Okay. Okay. Guys, try to reproduce what I said right now. Okay. What else? 10 days page, October 13 through October 18. When switching from the Fahrenheit to Celsius temperature, it displays Fahrenheit in description. And that's probably, I'm sure that's the issues. And it's not only in this application. So I saw this issue in a lot of like weather application. When you switch in your degrees preference, it's usually like an issue. So that's definitely an issue. No back button on the fire center map and menu alert section. Question and answers, there is a black page. Yeah. No, actually, I see not a blank page. I see you guys, you see what I see. I see question and answers, but it's so, but guys, when I click it somewhere in my location, I saw like totally like white page here. Okay, what else? Application eating your batteries more than 5% between 10 minutes, probably due to downloading. It's not only like, make sure like you can check how our application will be will interact with your battery. So during the application probably. Okay. Launch the application. On the main page, select the Now tab, and the window that opens, click the hamburger menu on the lower right corner. Right, I have it on the left. Okay. Oh, excuse me. Open page, expect result. A list opens with active menu. Actual result buttons do not work on the list that opens. Yeah, that's one I saw. I saw this on my phone. Okay. Okay. I didn't allow to use my location, and it still require me to enter location, or I can't proceed. That's exactly how the application is supposed to work, because without you allow your application, your location application. So you see, guys, there, I don't know, once you install the application, so do you able to see like what is the degree outside right now? Like in the my phone, there is like show you 70 Fahrenheit degrees here. So that's probably not really an issue. Yeah, signing up without confirming email. Okay, yeah, it's not okay, but minor issue. No icons and you log it in, agree. After sign out, cannot sign in again. Ooh, that's one, the bad one. Yeah, guys, I will go and check everything in Slack. Don't worry. I will check here first and then in Slack, and then I will allow you to talk. You have to tap on settings. Application crashed. Yeah, that's exactly what's happened with me, Yulia. That's, you see, iPhone 7, and I'm Google Pixel XL 3 XL. Yeah. No name for the project, just bug report sprint. When I was setting up the application, I choose to use my location while using only 25 minutes before I got pop-up asking me the same question again. Sweet. They just want to try and make sure that you understand the question. Yeah, but there is an issue. When you buy ads subscription, not possible to remove this subscription. Probably battery usage too high. Oh, that's cool. You see, guys. Yeah, guys, that's why I choose this application, Weather Bug. When I saw this application, like I checked a lot of applications, but this one is really buggy, like definitely. Application is freeze it and crash. Let's have a screenshot. Cool. If you have a screenshot, make sure you add it to the bug report. Okay, guys, let's go to the chat, and I will check everything there. 1 second. Oops. Okay. Okay, guys, 1 second. No back button from mobile application on iOS. What about, yeah, no back button in application, but Zakia, can you tell me please, or check just if you using the back button of your like phone somewhere, where are you after? 15 minutes weather bug report, main page use, video has no sound. Related to the video has no sound, there is maybe a preference on your phone which not allow you to autoplay with the sound. Make sure this preference is enabled, because guys, for example, Google has a stricted rules. For example, you're working on website or anywhere and you promoting the video, and Google has a rule to play video with sound, user supposed to interact with this video, so enable the autoplay. So if it's not enabled by user, it will not allow the autoplay, it will be shut off by Google automatically. So maybe there is with the phone preference the same. So first you have to check your preferences. 1 minute usage, 20 from my battery took this application. Oof. Okay. Cannot rename the new added location. You wanna like add some custom location or like a home or what? Like a work? Let me check. What do you mean? So, and, okay, I understood. So you cannot just like really easy check your birth date. Yeah, I understand, but maybe it's not really application. Maybe it's not your phone. I mean like bad development related to the mobile application. Live traffic cameras are not live. That's the bad issue. You was a, yeah, without confirm, yeah, this one. Yeah, just in case, Zakia, make sure you check it your spam folder. Deep link doesn't transfer user to the mobile app, it transfers to the web version. That's bad. Cannot change parameters. This one. Yeah, this one, Stanislav, that's I was waiting when someone tell me. Yeah, you cannot use an application in the landscape. Like, I didn't tell you guys because I was waiting. Thank you. That's, yeah. So you check in the main test cases. Application functional only under portrait. So like once you trying to, like you see rotate, nothing is happens. It's only portrait mode. Okay, there is Marina provided video. Let's see what's here. Sorry, I didn't realize what was the issue from the first time. Let me check again. So this commercial, you scroll up and scroll down. Click what? Marina, can you raise your hand and I will unmute you and you will tell me what's wrong on your video. Launch the application. Thank you. You posted it. Launch application on the main page. Select now tab the windows that opens. Click expected result. List opens with active menu opposite. Actual buttons do not. Okay, that's you click it and nothing's happened. Okay, guys. Yeah, application. That's what I can tell you from the test in this application. So application has no consistent behavior. So what was working for me first time or wasn't working for me from the first time when I downloaded the application wasn't working for the second, like an opposite. So such an inconsistent behavior on the application. So probably if we will go and like check the logs from the application, I'm sure that's thousands of errors because really buggy applications. So when I look at iPhone and after I log, I need again open application. My page was closed. That's cool issue. You're supposed to see the same place where you left off. After restore button, I press OK button, nothing happened. The same critical issues. What else? I got alert that here with I have registered email associated with WeatherBug application and got activation email anyway. Sweet. Okay. Content downloaded more than 10 seconds. More than 10, like 11 or like 20. If it's like 11, okay, maybe your connection, but if it's 20, no. App doesn't use my current location, run city main page. That's bad. Oosh, no alerts here, but advertising, yeah. Yeah, Anna, that's like really, from user perspective, that's so bad. Negative test. You was able to enter the special characters into email besides. Okay, so what can I tell you? If you're not able to, enter into email field like a dot, that's bad. Because, for example, my email, that's my first name, dot, then last name. It's supposed to allow the dot for sure. I'm not sure about the dash, but yeah, underline, it's supposed to require underline, yeah. Reorder the button, yeah, that's one issue. Don't have notification after sign out. Oh, Max, what kind of notification? What do you expect? What you expected after sign out? I'm not understand a little bit. Sharebug that doesn't generate a link for Android devices, only to Apple Store when using Apple devices. That's how, Sergey, and it's not an issue. So you're supposed to be able to generate a bug for Android device only on Android, and for the Apple only on Apple. But you're able to see both Apple and Android. In this case, like when you're on iPhone device, you're supposed to just see one option, like share the weather bug report only for iOS and Apple. You're not supposed to see nothing related to the Android because you're already on the Apple application, Apple phone. Yeah. Yeah, like map is bad here. Application is not compatible with the iPhone Dart theme. I believe you for sure. Send feedback. Okay, guys. There is one video from Miriam. Okay, what's here? I see what you mean. Okay, cool. Cool, guys. Your all bug reports actually pretty cool. I'm really really satisfied. Okay. Okay. So, okay, guys, what you're supposed to do next? Like kind of the homework. Like first, I'm so happy that you so really well interacted with me today related to the practicing. So guys, we will be practice this a lot. I mean, not only related to the mobile application, to the website testing, and I will tell you why. So for the interview, you're supposed to be prepared to any unexpected task. No one will tell you like interview will be like this. Yeah, some interview just really easy, like a nice conversation, but some interview will require you to create test cases, to create bug reports during the interview, and just test an application. Like just test application or website, that's the most really like common case. So that's why I will try to give you some unexpected tasks, like sometimes even when you're not expecting, okay? So, and we will be practicing. So make sure you always ready, like, because no one will tell you what was your testing task will be during the like test assessment. No one will tell you, unfortunately. So that's what we're going to do. So what is the next one? So for the homework, let me do pretty screen for a second. Okay, guys. Homework. Yeah, so using the class material, you can practice with any application, with anything you want. So yeah, and this one, weather bug, just definitely just delete it and forget about this one, unless you wanna like try to. Oh my God, guys, it's so sweet, guys. About the teach whole course. So believe me, for example, like your second teacher, Tanya, she will teach you SQL in API, and you will say the same about her because she's like so cool, also like super experienced like me. And believe me, for you is better to have different experience because I know a lot, but it's not everything. And for you, it's 100% it's better to learn from all teachers, like all teachers, great. Also, you will have sessions with Evgeny, with Azad, with Denis. So believe me, you will enjoy all our teachers. But I'm so happy that you like me because I really like him. Okay, so homework, test any application, and what else? Like using like everything what I gave you today, all knowledges. You can test any applications. So, and you will have one more ticket. So, and tickets is easy. So yeah, you can, yeah, let me show you this one. 1 second. So you will have only one ticket in Jira, which is related to the prepare interview bullets. So focus on this one, create the bullets for the interview. And that's it kind of, and practicing everything what we like did during the week. So that's you kind of you're not like, if you have, I would say one more try, you can do one more try and check again everything on LMS like related to the mobile test. And I'm not giving you anything to LMS like today. I will see how you will be guys doing like after the Monday class, because Monday I think you will guys will be starting a resume preparation with Tanya, which is like a super important class. And then we will see, maybe I will post you the link what you're supposed to do on the LMS. But right now, just prepare interview bullets, which is really important for the resume. Okay, guys. So, and right now we still have a time. So, guys, yeah, we can go to the, yes, sprint the same. You remember, guys? Yeah, do the points inside of your team. That's the part of your homework. Sprint planning. That's, you already guys adult people and truly responsible with this one. Okay, Anna, your question, mobile or web related to the what? Homework, mobile. This week was mobile, okay? Lana will start the sprint exactly after the class. So stay tuned for the announcement. If you have an Android phone, you're supposed to wait for the Android project, which we're hardly working on it. Guys, and one more. So later, Lana will post the Google form with all emails. So, and your task will be go to this form and make sure your email is there. If you received an email, just put in this form like next to your email, I did receive an email, okay, from the developer. So maybe it will be easy to developers to go through the list and check who person like didn't receive email yet and what was the issue, okay? So that's how it will work. So, and once this form done, I will send this form to developers. So, and they will be able to add everyone who is not added to the project yet. So, and once everything will be done, once you will be receiving emails, just let me know that I'm like in general or somewhere, yes, I did receive an email, okay? So that's kind of like what I wanted to tell you about the project. Yeah, once they will tell me they have acceptable build, I will also let you know. I will post on instructions related to the testing in our general channel, but also you already saw probably the documentation about the iFlyby project in Confluence. So, but yeah, I will give you additional instruction as well. Yeah, so the homework is not only 5 resume bullets only. In Jira, yes, only 5 bullets only, nothing else. But you have so many practice by yourself if you want. There is like why I'm not giving you the ticket about you're supposed to practice. Practice, that's your optional task. So I cannot push you to practice a lot. So you're supposed to go through all this pain by only your desire. So the practicing is optional related to the mobile. I highly recommend you to practice, but it's up to you. But resume bullets, it's not optional task because guys, we already like almost like half of the course. Some of you for sure like definitely ready to start go to the market. That's why guys, I want you to focus on resume like tomorrow, after tomorrow, not like after my Monday class. So, and that like you can definitely go to the market. Like some of you is definitely ready. That I see based on your question and based on your work in the class on and like everything else. So I'm really satisfied already. Who can help you with Android Studio for Windows? It doesn't work and you can't figure out the issue. So how I can help you? So you're supposed to first create the list. You're supposed to tell me your Windows version, your like you how you installed the Android Studio, and you're supposed to show me the error. And I can try to Google it with you, but I'm personally me using like Mac OS and Android Studio, and it's really easy. On Windows, it might be harder, but let me check. And like guys, how I installed Android Studio and project, just easy. I didn't do anything specific. You did post in Ask a Teacher everything like your Windows version and everything else? Like step by step, how you did install like your all steps and everything else? Okay. So guys, I just like, I didn't have any issues with this one. Same with the Xcode or Android Studio. I just downloaded from the Apple or from the Google developers, like these tools, like by the links which I provided to you, added projects, and that's it, and just open. And I had no issues. Yeah, guys, you're supposed to work on this. That's, yeah. But yeah, if you want me to troubleshoot your issue, it's supposed to be list like step by step. Because, for example, I saw the question like, I connected my phone to the application, to the MacBook, but it's telling me it's not detecting the application because application wasn't open on the phone. To see something on the browser, you're supposed to first bring up this on the phone. Okay? Anything else, guys? Any other questions you have? So installation supposed to be easy. I saw like you like chatting with each other about the installation, but I don't know, guys. So that's some of like compatibility issues between Android Studio and exactly your hardware. I mean your laptop, because I swear I didn't have zero problems, like zero. What about the test execution or the test we did before? Test execution related to what, like smoke test on DINs or regression test on DINs? That's cool. You did it, like you're practicing. You can keep practicing. We will still come back to the projects. Don't worry. You will still be working on the DINs with the API and with the SQL with Tanya, and she will also show you some web architecture stuff related to the DINs as well. So DINs still in the queue. We're not like leaving DINs. And we will have one more week with mobile, more related to the project. And I will show you like Android project as well. So yeah, guys, you still, believe me, once you will go to the SQL API and automation, you will tell me like Android Studio and Xcode, it was just nothing. Believe me. Like when I first time started like to install everything, not here, not in our project, everything is easy. Like we prepared everything like so well for installation. So we already troubleshoot a lot of issues. So you're not supposed to experience like any problems, we hope. So we like we tested like with a lot of students, but it's also like high technology. So also like API and SQL and automation framework as well. So you have a lot of installation ahead, believe me, guys. So that's just started. I don't want to scare you, but you're supposed to be prepared that we have a lot of technical stuff, like stuff ahead. Anything else? Okay, guys, if any questions, you know where to ask, is Ask Me Teacher channel. Anya, if you already installed everything on the Mac and you saw how to Android Studio work on the Mac, forget about the Windows. I don't want to, guys, like nothing personal, but personally me, I'm such a MacBook user. I'm not excited about Windows at all. And if anything I can do, if on Mac only, like if it exists on Mac, I will never be trying to do this on Windows. So Anya, if you know how to work, how this Android Studio already works on Mac, forget about the Windows. But definitely I will try to help you to troubleshoot your issue without any questions. Yeah, but I also saw that Alex was trying to help you. So personal, my thank you to the Alex. So he did such a good job, like posted like such advanced advice. I was so impressed. So thank you. Okay, guys. So yeah. Okay. Okay, guys. So I will see you all next week. So work hard. So yeah, forget about your weekends and personal life until you will have a job, like focus on testing and everything else, okay? Only related to the bootcamp. You will have your personal life only after you will have your future QA job, okay, guys? Okay, guys. So that's it for today. So yeah, bye.